speakers. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes giving a plug to this program. As Brad said, we introduced this program almost 2 years ago now, and people that have gone through the program will probably say, agree, it's taken a little while to sort it out, but it has, as you'll hear from 4 speakers today, it has allowed us to do some very interesting and cool things with people that we haven't done before. And now that it's running quite well, we anticipate that there will be a number more that will be coming through this process over the course of the next 6 to 12 months. So what is this program? It's called the User Partnership Program. It is a program that was assembled and put in place specifically with the aim that there would be users out there. The users can be academia, they can be government, they can be private sector that have some sort of challenges where molecular tools, molecular technologies, molecular solutions could somehow facilitate them either doing things better, getting around challenges, or doing things in an alternate way that somehow would be suitable to them. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the lead to be a user. It's not the academic. The actual application lead is the user. We're looking for incremental investment from the user. We're looking for the fact that the user has the capability to define the problem and also to make use of the solutions if the project works out as it's planned. We're also looking for users that are actively engaged. We're not looking here for a creative way for somebody in academia to go out front of the user, they'll sign a dotted line for them and come back and do it. We actually go through a fair bit of rigorous diligence to make sure that the user is actually going to be involved in the project. And at the end of the day, we work with the applicants to try to identify what is that net benefit to BC and Canada in the program. This is all on our website. I won't go into too much detail around this. A couple of bottom line things are projects typically 1 to 2 years long. We typically are looking for projects that have a clear go, no-go decision point. So we're not going to hand over $1 million to somebody in this program. What we are looking for is come to us with the first phase of the project, make it clear what you define success as. Initially, we were quite happy to get started on a 1-to-1 funding ratio. We are quite happy to entertain additional proposals down the road, but we are then going to be looking for more involvement from the user, both in terms of the intellectual input, but also in terms of the financial input of the program. We are sincerely hoping that some of the projects that we have seeded will go on to a second phase up or to potentially other programs like Genome Canada's GAP program or other things like that. This just lists some of the projects that have been approved, or at least the ones that have been announced up till now. They vary: health arena, agriculture, energy, there's mining, there's environment projects. They actually go the whole gamut. And this stuff's again listed on our website, and as the projects get announced, they come up again. This is, I guess, if you will, the money slide. I don't know if you can remember anything, so let me take a picture of. What does it take? No, I'm not doing selfies. What does it take to have a successful project? As I said, the most important thing is active engagement from the user. If you come to us with a project where the user is really saying, look, I got this problem, I think there could be a molecular solution here, or could there be a molecular solution? You're going to get a lot of attention from us, and we'll do whatever it takes to try to figure out if that is actually viable. Is that a viable statement, or is it not? There's no time frame for this. You can apply any time. Sometimes I know there's projects coming. Some people will be talking about the energy sector later this afternoon. I mean, those projects took over a year to put together. But when we first started talking to those people, it was a concept. So it's not, you don't need to come with something in this box. That's not a requirement. As we go through the process, we are going to work with you. We're going to really want to be able to, we don't want to do, we don't want to do evaluating and all that. We want something that we can define goals. We want to define go-no-go points. We want to be able to clearly define, at the end of the day, if you do this, what do you expect to get out of it? It may not work. That's okay. Risk is fine in this program, but we do want you to be able to define what you expect to get out of it on a reasonable basis. we clearly, as I said, results, we clearly are going to want to work with you. We want to understand where you see the benefit. And frankly, if it's something that is addressing a challenge that's important to you in what you do in your sector, that shouldn't be all that difficult to do. The benefits can be commercial, the benefits can be social. Social benefits can be, you can attach a number of social benefits, and we're pretty good at working with people to figure all that out. The other component, as I said, is financial commitment, involvement. It has to be incremental. I know some people, it's an experience working with us in the finance group that comes back and says, well, that's not really incremental. We do really expect that, the user has a stake in it. That's actually a requirement for this program. With that, I'm going to introduce our first speaker. And one of the projects that it actually did take probably about 9 months to put together. But it's actually a very interesting project, and it's entitled Genomes for Precision Drug Therapies in Community Pharmacies. And Corey's going to present the project on behalf of the group.